Thank you very much at magandang araw mga kaibigan. Nagbabalik po kami ng ating pong co-host, no? At ang pag-uusapan po natin naman ay tungkol sa ating pong kalusugan, no? And of course, our special guest again for today, who is also my co-host, dahil magsisimula po siya ng kanyang sariling series about health, about nutrition, about holistic healing, is Miss Riza Lim. Hi there, Miss Riza.
Hi, good afternoon.
Happy
Good
New
day.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year to all. And happy Dragon Year ahead. Sa February, that's going to be on January 23.
23?
Sa Chinese, that's the
Chinese calendar,
New Year.
no?
Yeah, sa Chinese calendar. Happy New Year po sa inyong lahat.
At alam niyo ho mga kaibigan, siyempre pag-start po ng bagong taon, kailangan ng tungkol naman sa kalusugan ng pag-uusapan natin. And you know, with Miss Riza, this is the topic that she really wants to discuss. Ngayon ho, mga kaibigan, ngayong mga panahon na to, ang gusto kong i-discuss because I've seen this several times on national TV, on international TV, that the burgeoning problem now that we have in the Philippines, that we also have in the United States, in Europe, and even in Australia, and in mga umaasensong bansa, ay tungkol sa obesity.
Yeah, obesity or overweight.
Being overweight, right?
Yeah, being overweight. Yes, it's very prevalent in the countries that you mentioned, no, Sunny? Also, especially after holidays like in the Philippines, ang daming overweight.
Oh.
Diba? So what do we do
Did
about
you gain
it?
weight? Did you gain weight in the holidays?
I did. Maybe 2-3 pounds. But I'm starting losing it.
Pero the fact that you are a vegan, di ba? Nag-gain ka pa rin ng ano?
Yeah, because you know what, with being a vegetarian, kasi yung fruits and vegetables are very light. They're not as heavy as meats, no, and seafood. So you tend to eat more. Parang you have more room to eat more. Kaya
May sugar
usually
pa naman
yung
yan, di ba?
vegetarians, people expect na thin ka or payat. No, it's the other way around actually.
Pero
You
there's the
tend to
bloom, no? For vegans, for those who love to eat fruits, there's always the blooming thing that goes out or is radiating.
It shows in your skin what you eat, no? Kasi the state of or condition of your inner body, it shows on your skin. So most vegetarians, they have nice skins.
Okay.
Because I think they're healthier physically.
Physically.
Yeah, physically.
And I think that's naman proven in science, di ba?
Yeah, in science and in
the
other
field of medicine also.
researches. Yeah, most vegetarians, they don't really get major sickness.
But let me go back to the original topic that I want to discuss with you. As we have said, bago pong taon, and especially for the Philippines where we have a very long Christmas season, there's a lot of eating, no? For Christmas, yung Noche Buena, for New Year, the Medianoche, there's always the bulalo there.
Yes.
There's always the beef there. There's always the lechon that's always available, and many fried foods.
Correct.
Pag tapos po ng bakasyon natin, parang the natural tendency is to see people na overweight.
Yes, and complaining about their weight.
Oo.
Ayan. Or even before the holidays, they say, oh, yan na, tataba na ako.
They anticipate it, no?
Yeah, they know,
Nagre-ready na silang
parang
kumain
it's
ng
time
marami.
to indulge. Forget
Oo,
about diet.
Okay lang ba yun? Or if you do it for the whole year that you try to avoid this kind of foods, and then for that season, you indulge yourself, yung pagbibigyan mo sarili mo?
I think indulging sometimes is good. I think, but not if you have a sickness. If you have a physical body condition that will lead you to make it worse. If you eat a certain food, like for those who have hypertension, hindi ka naman pwedeng mag-indulge sa saturated fats like
yung araw-araw
eating a
ganon,
lot
di ba?
of meat, ganon. Hindi pwede yon. So indulging pwede sa mga tao sigurong walang masyadong sakit, pero kung meron kayong cardiovascular disease or other issues, better na. Wag na ho.
Well, let me ask you. You are aware, katulad ng sa opening statements natin, yung mga bansang yan, bakit sila nagkakaproblema ng ganyan? Is it the the kind of food that they have, or is there some genetic factors that leads to obesity or being so overweight?
Well, I think being overweight, it's there's so many factors that leads to being overweight or obese. One is emotional. If you are emotionally not well,
Oo.
most especially the girls, no? Pag ang mga babae kung minsan stressed out, they tend to eat more than they should.
Doon ba sila gumaganda sa pagkain, ganon?
Parang they feed their frustration, their
Okay.
anger, whatever emotional imbalance that they
Pent-up
have
emotions, no?
through food, especially chocolates, ganyan.
And even children, di ba?
Junk food, also children. Usually yung mga palaging, yung mga pinapagalitan palagi or mga insecure children or frustrated. So, sa food na lang dinadaan yung mga...
So, totoo pala yung nababasa ko. Ganon.
Yeah, it's very true. It could also, one factor is also psychological.
Psychological.
You know, when
And that's
you're-
the worst part, di ba?
Yes, that is very bad kasi instead of dealing head to head, head on with your problem, you parang dinadivert mo sa food. So which doesn't solve the problem but
Exacerbates it.
yeah,
Makes it worse, right?
Yes, kasi it will lead to sickness. Overindulgence
Pero
is not
sabi
good.
nila, obesity is a disease. It's gonna be the worst disease that the United States will be facing in the very
It's
near
correct,
future.
because also of the bad diet that they have, no? In the States, everything they serve it in big servings.
Oo.
'Di ba?
The
Kuya
food.
Sunny, pag pumupunta ka doon, makita mo naman
Oo.
overwhelming yung
Oo.
food nila sa Amerika. And
Mapa
and
potato yan, mapa
saka,
steak.
mahilig sila sa sa sweets.
Oo.
I noticed that. Meron na silang burger, tapos meron pa silang chocolate shake on the
Oo,
side,
oo,
which is very deadly. So, at first you will not notice it, hindi ka naman tataba overnight. So, that's why you'll see most, especially the Caucasians, malaki sila pag tumatanda, lumalaki sila.
Tsaka yung mga Afro-Americans din. Pati yung
Yeah.
Hispanics, no?
Yes, even the Spanish.
Oo, yung mga Hispanics, mga balakang, di ba? Lalaki
Yeah.
ng mga balakang, yung mga blacks. Yung lower part nila.
That's also partly also genetics, doon sila
yun.
lumalaki, that
Oo.
part, no? Yeah.
So, why do we have to, ano bang nagiging yung causes niyan, di ba? Obese ka. Anong makakasama sa iyo pag obese yung tao?
Kasi pag obese ka, it can lead to a lot of diseases.
Oh,
like,
like,
for example, cardiovascular.
Sa puso.
Sa puso. Kasi kung usually yung mga may hypertension,
Hypertension,
they are
oh.
meat eaters,
Diabetes, di ba?
even diabetics. So, it can interfere with your blood circulation.
Okay.
And it will give your heart a very hard time to pump out blood. in and
Tama
out.
bang yung analogy
So,
nila? Ito, pag obese ka raw, kunwari, yung sasakyan ka, ang makina mo, di 4 lang. Pero nagke-carry ka ng parang pang di 6 o di 8. So, na-overwork yung heart mo, na-overwork lahat ng mga organs mo. Yung bones mo, yung knees, ankles, and everything. Tama ba yon?
Yes, that is correct. You only eat what you should. But
Okay.
it's very hard naman. Ano ba yung kailan tayo what is the proper calorie intake every
Oh.
day, yung daily?
Meron ba tayong bilang
Meron
dyan?
tayo. But that is
Normally,
very general, no? Sabi nila 2,000, some 2,200. But it depends on your physical activities.
Okay.
Kasi yung iba, they need more kasi they are more active physically.
Like the athletes, di ba?
Athletes, yung mga physically,
runners,
the
oo.
runners, yung mga palaging nasa field. But
Oo.
if you just sit on the desk the whole time, maybe you don't need that much.
Okay.
Diba? So, pero I don't think a lot of, especially Filipinos, they are aware of the daily calorie intake, no? They just eat.
They are
They
aware
don't
ba sila
even-
or they're not
I
aware?
don't think,
Hindi
meron
sila
din-
conscious.
hindi, I don't think so.
So, kasi kung lumabo ng kanin yung Filipino, di ba?
Yeah, that is one more because the white rice, no?
Oh,
Yung staple natin, white
Carbo.
rice. So, madali talaga.
Is it a good staple?
No.
Sa ibang mga bansa, hindi naman
They
staple
don't
yan, di ba?
eat. even the Americans, they don't
They have a
eat.
little potato.
Yeah.
There's a lot of proteins.
Yeah.
There's some
There is no
vegetables
nutritional
also.
value in the white rice, actually. If you
And
want
the
to eat
whiter the rice, the worse, diba? Sabi nila, brown rice is
brown
better.
rice is better. But you know what? Before a friend of mine told me he lives in the province. So before daw yung brown rice super cheap.
Before.
Super
Walang demand
mura.
eh.
Kasi at saka hindi siya malinis,
Oh, hindi siya
it's
gusto.
brown.
Oh.
Kasi pag nilinis mo yung brown rice, when you wash it, you'll really see the
The dirt.
floating. So it was very mahal. But now, baliktad
It's
na.
in demand na.
Because it's in demand and we don't have a lot.
Oh,
Diba?
the production is low, diba?
Correct. Kasi-
And mas maganda raw for the health.
Yeah, it's very healthy. It's full of fiber. It's good for the body.
Pero sa mga
It's very
rich families,
nutritious.
diba? The better for the table is the whiter the rice, the more acceptable. Parang mayaman ng feeling.
That was the mentality before.
Which is still prevalent up to now.
Really?
To most.
Okay. But now most
Pero
most
ikaw,
people
you're-
that I know, they serve
Health
brown
conscious na
rice.
yan. Health conscious
Yeah,
na
siguro because the circle that I
O mga
that I have kasi
healthy
mga-
people yan eh.
more conscious about their health.
Okay. So yan So samut-sari yan Samut-sari itong nagiging causes ng obesity. Yung sa US din, pinag-aaralan kung anong ino-offer sa mga canteens. Kasi sa mga canteens, lalong-lalo na sa mga public schools, libre yata yung mga recess dyan eh.
Oh, really?
Nakikita nila yung ang daming potatoes, ganyan, ang daming yung mga
In the US public schools.
Oo.
Okay. And they promote there kasi they promote really healthy eating habits now. Now kasi ang dami ng obese.
The problem is so big,
Correct.
meaning like they have to do something about it
About
now.
it,
Otherwise, kasi every time I watch television, especially health programs,
Yeah.
their main concern now and in the next few years nga, malaking magagastos sa healthcare
Correct.
ng United States because of obesity.
Yes.
They now
correct.
treat it as a disease.
It is a disease.
It is a disease,
Yeah. It is an imbalance. Anything that is
Over.
over or an imbalance is a disease.
Overweight, over this and over that.
Yeah. Parang sometimes they say it's genetics also, right?
Oh.
It could be, but ako in my observation also, it's what you adapt kasi. What is genetic is the lack of discipline, yung eating habit na
Because it's in the culture, it's in the family, ganyan ang
yeah,
kain
when you
nyo.
see your siblings, your parents, especially older members of your family na
Lumalamon.
eating more than what they should, eating anything on the table, eating even the fats, 'di ba? Sa mga beef, pork, something like that.
Oo.
Parang you tend to adapt that.
Kasi nagiging part na ng kultura mo eh.
Yeah, parang
Yung
that's
lifestyle
your
mo.
norm.
That's your
no?
norm. That's your lifestyle.
Yeah,
Tama ka doon,
which
norm.
is very sad. Maybe that's what happened in with the Americans. Kasi naging norm yun.
Oo.
To overindulge.
Yung servings lang, nabanggit mo kanina, yung
Yeah.
servings.
Hefty.
At saka, tayo naman mga Filipino, yung gusto natin ubusin, walang natitira.
Yeah, 'di ba? Pag nung maliliit tayo, sinasabi
Oo.
nila palagi, sasabihin ng nanay mo, ubusin mo yung pagkain mo.
Mapapakas kung hindi mo inubos yan, gano'n, di ba?
Yung iba, gusto kumain, walang makain, ikaw hindi mo ubusin yung pagkain mo.
Kita mo
Something
yung sa
like
pigulot, kanila hindi na kumakain, tapos ikaw tinatapon mo lang, di ba? Ganun.
Yeah. My friend, pilosopo siya, sinasabi niya palagi pag sinasabi ng nanay niya
But that's not good, di ba? If they're full, you have to make them stop eating, especially
Yeah.
young children.
My friend said, bakit pag kinain ko ba ito, mabubusog sila? Yeah, you should learn and how to stop, when to stop eating, especially if you want to lose weight. But of course, in losing weight, it's not just about nutrition.
Okay.
Diba? Of course, emotional wellness also
So,
is
maraming
part of
factors,
it. Yes. If you are...
Are
if
you
don't
more
have
on Are you more on the emotional solution or a complete solution to the problem,
I
or a
think
combination?
it should be you should go to the root you should
Find
dig
out.
to the root of the problem first.
Oo.
I think mostly it's emotional. So if you know, it's easier to address the problem if you know where it's coming from. So if it's emotional, if the person is like insecure, frustrated, or depressed, that's why she is or he is overweight. You can easily, guide him or her to address it.
So you find out the root cause of the problem.
Because denial or escaping from it will not solve anything. It can lead to more serious problems. So, of course, after that, if you know the issue, mas madali na siyang i-approach.
Okay.
Like, okay, we'll go to the nutrition and then exercise. Diba?
Okay,
Exercise.
let's have a break and then you talk about this. What are the ideal ways for a person who is obese or overweight to lose weight? No? Ano
Okay.
yung mga dapat niyang gagawin? And this is very, very important. That's why we asked itong mga viewers po natin na take note of this and then take advantage of this discussion. Dahil ho talagang hindi nagbibiro, yung obesity po ngayon, being overweight, is now a disease. Doctors look at it as a disease. Yung mga health planners in several countries all over the world, they look at it as a disease. It's something that must be tackled right here, right now. Otherwise po, yung perang nasa pangkalusugan natin ay mapupunta lang ho dyan, mga kaibigan. Babalik po kami ni Ms. Rizal Lim after these messages.